Hi, and welcome everybody, and we hope you enjoy this podcast called On the Tip of My Tongue. Now, I'm Rob Edwards.
And I'm Jonathan Hirons.
And this podcast is a follow-up to a film which Jonathan made about aphasia. So, what is aphasia? Well, it's a condition caused by some kind of injury to the brain, which is often, could be a stroke, or could be just falling off a bike. And it affects your ability to use language in all its forms. Speaking, writing, reading, sending text, whatever. 350,000 people in the UK suffer from a debilitating condition called aphasia. Fewer than half this number suffer from Parkinson's, and yet most people have heard of Parkinson's, whilst almost nobody has heard of aphasia. Hanka Mayhew's story begins in Spain. She lived there with her husband and 3 children for 11 years. Languages were her passion. She spoke 5. She worked as an English teacher for foreign students and as a translator. Language wasn't just her job, it was her identity. Then one night, everything changed. Hanka went to bed feeling unwell. She vomited, and she woke up 2 weeks later in a hospital in Zaragoza. She had suffered a massive bleed on her brain. When she regained consciousness, she couldn't speak. The only word she could say was in and swear words. In an instant, her livelihood, her passion, her lifelong love of language was gone because of aphasia. Hanka spent 3 months in hospital in Spain, followed by 3 more months in hospital in England. She spent a year in a wheelchair, learning how to live again.
Hi, Hanka. Thanks for coming on the Tip of My Tongue podcast. It's great to have you with us. A couple of things I wanted to talk about, mainly because having read your story, you have more languages than I have. I think it's 5. So with your aphasia, how does that affect your other languages? Your English is perfect, but how about the rest of the other languages?
English and German is the same, but I was trilingual, but my Spanish, I don't get the chance to talk anymore, or very little. It's coming back, but slowly. And French and Russian, I can understand lots of bits, but I can't speak.
Is it the same problem that we all have with aphasia, that as you get tired, you forget words? Okay.
They more you practice, the better it will be. But at home, English, German, constantly is easy for me.
So when you go to one of the meetings, which we'll talk about later, which language do they normally use?
It's English.
English, okay. Yeah. So that's obviously it's easier for you. Yeah. So French is not so good.
No,
okay. You can understand it though.
I can understand little bits.
Right.
Not as good as I'm in Spanish.
Right. Okay. At least you got more languages than me. I can speak French, but that's gone completely. Because my French isn't very good anyway. I can read. Can you read a language?
Yeah,
you can.
I am lucky because I haven't lost my reading.
Right. Okay. Generally speaking, is your reading quite good?
I read novels, but the only thing I read more slowly.
Do you find it more difficult to take in information when you're reading? No. Oh, okay. That's interesting, because I've got a sort of limit that I can take, and then it's too much information for me. I can't take it all into my...
Maybe it's the same. Slower and not as much.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. We've got that straight then.
In February 2024, Hanka became a member of the Aphasia International Association, AIA, Colin, the founder of Say Aphasia, asked her a life-changing question. Would she like to become an ambassador for Say Aphasia? He asked her because of her love for languages. In November 2024, Hanka attended the AIA General Assembly in Slovenia. While she was there, she was asked to prepare a talk for the European Life After Stroke Forum held the following March in Prague. Her speech and language therapist, who lives in Cyprus, supported her through the process. They worked together over email and Zoom. Hanka practiced her talk around 30 times. It was her first talk since her stroke. She wanted to get it right. In May, Hanka was invited to Sarajevo with the AIA president to speak at the International Alzheimer's Disease Conference, focusing on primary progressive aphasia. In June, she attended the European Disability Forum in Vilnius, Lithuania. The AIA is a member organisation, and Hanka attended alongside the president. In October, Hanka travelled to Italy for Aphasia Day. She was invited to give an AIA talk alongside a neurologist from Switzerland at a conference in Udine in northern Italy. And on Sunday, the 19th of October, Italy marked National Aphasia Day. Across the country, red lights illuminated cities, raising awareness for people living with aphasia. It was powerful. It was visible. It was hope.
So the AIA is an interesting organisation. What's going to happen in 2026, for example? Have you got something organised?
In a couple of weeks, I'm flying to Stockholm, the Life After Stroke. In March, I'm flying in May to Cyprus to the conference of European Disability.
All right, okay.
It's a big conference. I was there last year. It was in Lithuania, and this year is in Cyprus.
So it's an annual event, basically, what you're saying. So the AIA started in 2008. You had your stroke about 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So the AIA had been going already when you had your stroke. When you had your stroke, were you aware of this organisation?
No.
Okay. No. So when did you find out about the organisation?
2 years ago.
Oh, okay.
The founder of Aphasia, Say Aphasia.
Say Aphasia, yeah.
He talked about it. I wasn't aware at all.
And obviously he picked you because of your languages.
Yeah, amazing.
You travel a lot, don't you?
Yeah.
Do you mind that? Is that good?
No.
You enjoy that?
Yeah.
Okay. And so the meetings that you go to, you said this quite big. We're talking how many people come to these meetings?
I don't know. It depends. The AIA meetings are small. All is in person and online mixed, but the crowd is maybe 200 or 400 people.
Oh, that's quite a lot, isn't it? Yeah, from all over Europe.
Yeah.
And are there projects that are running alongside? Do you have different projects running through the year, for example?
I've been invited to France. Friends have their own aphasia society, and I've been invited to give my talk there in June.
When you talk about when you come and talk, do you talk about your stroke or do you talk about that?
Part of my stroke and the other part of Say Aphasia and the other part,
So you're an ambassador for Say Aphasia, effectively.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that gives them an opportunity to talk for the UK, I suppose, to talk about the problems in Europe. Of the other countries, do they do more than the UK with aphasia, or is it less, or?
Same.
I'm just curious, is that whether other countries have, I know in America, for example, there's a big community in America, but America's a lot bigger than...
and Australia.
Australia, I've noticed that as well. I suppose because in Europe, the countries are smaller, aren't they? That's the sort of the less people involved and so on and so forth.
They do have the same drive to make aphasia more known.
So if we produce something in, say, English, does it get translated into other words? Okay. Exactly the same gets just translated into French? Okay. That's good though, isn't it?
Yeah.
So as a community, do people get in touch with you because of what you do?
We have Zoom meeting every 3 or 4 months and emails.
Presumably you're planning what to do next, or how to get the word out, as they say.
Yeah,
that's fantastic. And obviously you're enjoying it because you don't mind the travel, do you? Because that's a good thing, isn't it? I think it's a fantastic organisation, and because getting the countries together seems to be the way. To me,
I was surprised. There is a whole community abroad, and they are nice.
In adversity, people get together, don't they? Because we have all got the same problem.
Yeah, and so nice and wonderful.
That's fantastic. It's lovely to speak to you again. Thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you. Bye.
This is Hanka Mayhew's story, and she is still finding her voice. That was On the Tip of My Tongue, the podcast dedicated to raising awareness about aphasia. To listen to more episodes, click on Support the Show in the description. Thank you for listening to this On the Tip of My Tongue podcast. We hope you found it helpful and informative. Now, if you want more help and information about strokes and aphasia, please go to stroke.org.uk, Say Aphasia, that's SAY, aphasia, all one word, .org, or the aphasia page of nhs.uk. This has been a Buffalo Lounge production. Please follow Buffalo Lounge on all the socials.